Here with another live stream of Madden 19 for you. It's playoff time. As you can see, we finished the regular season 11-5, and it's time for the wild card round. We didn't get a first round bye. I did simulate some of the final weeks of the regular season just because I kind of wanted to speed this up a little bit. But we finished the regular season 11-5, and we're going to be taking on those Los Angeles Rams, who are 10-5-1. They have a tie. That's very interesting. I wasn't expecting that at all. But before we get into that, we got to take a look at some of the awards because it gives us an option right here. So let's go ahead and take a look. So for the MVP, Phillip Rivers won that award. Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, Alex Smith was up there. Carson Wentz, Aaron Rodgers, a lot of quarterbacks were were the prime candidates to win that. Coach of the Year goes to Sean Payton. Finishing just behind him is Kyle Shanahan. He got the 49ers to 11-5, which is very impressive. So I guess unlike in real life, Jimmy Garoppolo didn't go down with the torn ACL. So Kyle Shanahan doing big things up there in San Francisco. Dan Quinn is up there too. Anthony Lynn, former Texas Tech running back, now the coach of the LA Chargers. James Donaldson of the Tennessee Titans. I didn't know he was their coach. I have no idea who that is. Doug Maroney, Pete Carroll's up there. Our coach, Matt Hedrick. That is his name. That is the name of our coach, Matt Hedrick. So yeah, not Jason Garrett. Doug Peterson is up there along with Bill O'Brien. Shockingly, he got the Texans to be 9-7. So let's go ahead and go to the AFC. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Phillip Rivers. Tom Brady was up there along with Tyrod Taylor. Got a few others. AFC Defensive Player of the Year, Derek Johnson, who was a free agent. I guess he was picked up by the Raiders. So that's pretty cool. Tremaine Edmonds, I believe he's a rookie. Yeah, I think so. He's a rookie for the Bills. Anthony Hitchens, former Dallas Cowboy with the Chiefs. Offensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC, Lamar Jackson. Looks like he probably got it. It looks like he must have gotten a good amount of playing time if he's Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC goes to Tremaine Edmonds. Yep, he is a rookie. Derwin James was up there along with Rashaan Evans, Terrell Edmonds, Darius Leonard for the Colts. Best quarterback, Phillip Rivers. Best running back, LaShawn Shady McCoy from the Bills. Keenan Allen, best wide receiver for the Chargers. David DeCastro is best offensive lineman. Best defensive lineman, Khalil Mack. No, he's not with the Bears because I started this franchise before the trade happened. So he plays for the Raiders still. Doing big things up there, even though the Raiders went 7-9. So John Gruden, the new Gruden era, not off to a hot start. Best linebacker, Derek Johnson, and best defensive back, Tre'Davious White. Best kicker, Kaime Forbarn. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. Let's go to the AFC and check out what we got going on here. Let's see if any of our Cowboys were up there into consideration. Matt Ryan wins Offensive Player of the Year, and let's see, did Dak... Well, Ezekiel Elliott was finished 7th, so he was up there for Offensive Player of the Year a little bit. He's ran for well over 1,000 yards. I believe he's almost at 1,500 if I'm not mistaken, but I'll have to go back and look at his stats. Of course, Jimmy G was up there after his performance this year. Drew Brees is also up there. Excuse me. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Manti Te'o. Reuben Foster is up there too, along with Bobby Wagner, Mark Barron. Did we have any Cowboys up there in consideration? No, we didn't for Defensive Player of the Year. I guess Earl Thomas wasn't good enough this year. For the NFC, Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Calvin Ridley. I don't think we had any Cowboys up there. Saquon Barkley was up there too. John Kelly, Rashad Penny from the Seahawks, Ronald Jones from the Bucks, Philly Brown. Yeah, we don't really have anybody from... What about Defensive Rookie of the Year? Roquan Smith wins that award. MJ Stewart from Tampa Bay. Jair Alexander's up there. Duke Dawson Jr., Oren Burks, Vita Vea. That's a guy who I really wanted the Cowboys to pick in the draft, but they didn't. Dante Jackson, Deron Payne, Mike Hughes, Lorenzo Carter. Best quarterback in the NFC goes to Matt Ryan. Did Dak eke his way into the conversation? Well, he finished 10th. That's not bad. Best running back, Zeke, finished just behind Devontae Freeman. I guess Freeman had better stats, but I don't 100% know. David Johnson was up there too. I guess he didn't get injured, even though the Cardinals went 4-12. Ouch. They're going to be picking in the top 5 of the draft. They might even be picking in the top 3. Alvin Kamara, Jarrett McKinnon from the 49ers. Wow, he was basically a career backup before he arrived in San Francisco after they traded Hyde. So he's doing big things. Dalvin Cook, Darren Sproles, Jordan Howard, Mark Ingram, C.J. Anderson, Doug Baldwin, Julio Jones, Jamison Crowder, Calvin Ridley, Mike Wallace, Randall Cobb. Yeah, nobody from Dallas up there, though, but Doug Baldwin is best wide receiver in the NFC. Best offensive lineman, our boy Zach Martin. Look at that. He's a 97 overall. He's definitely got to be one of the highest-rated offensive linemen in the game at this point. Travis Frederick also finished in number 2, so you had 2 of our Cowboys battling for that top spot. That's awesome. Oh, and I stand corrected. We had 3. Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick, and Zach Martin all fighting for the spot, and each of them finished in the top 3. That is impressive. But then again, we didn't have really serious injuries on the offensive line. Other than Zach Martin hurting his elbow and being out for a little bit, we really didn't have too many significant injuries like the Cowboys have in real life on the offensive line. I mean, Frederick's out for I don't know how long. Alex Mack, David Bacateri, Brandon Brooks, Trent Williams, Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, and Jason Peters also up there. A lot of Eagles. Ziggy Ansah wins Best Defensive Lineman. Anthony Zettel, another Lion up there in the conversation. And Dominican Suh. Do we have any Cowboys? Nah, not even DeMarcus Lawrence, strangely enough. Best NFC linebacker goes to Bobby Wagner. Teo's up there. Levante David, Danny Trevathan, Luke Kuechly at 5th. Wow, I thought he was going to win for sure. He's a 99 overall. That's pretty impressive. Well, I guess the Panthers went 7-9, so they must have struggled down the stretch. Reuben Foster. Any Cowboys? Nope. Best defensive back, Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, Chidobe Awuzie at number 2. So, Cheeto had a pretty good season. He had a pretty good amount of interceptions. He had a couple pick sixes in some games that I played, if I recall, during the season. Shaquille Griffin at 3rd. Wow, that's impressive. Byron Jones also finished at 9th. So, got some defensive backs up there doing work. Best kicker, let's see if Dan Bailey's here. Yep, 9th. No, we do not have Brett Maher. Brett Maher is not our kicker. I don't even know if he's in the game right now, based on the roster that I selected for this franchise when I first started. He probably isn't. Well, those are the awards, but we're not done quite yet. I want to take a look at some other things. Let's see if we can take a look at who made maybe the Pro Bowl. If we can check, on that. Legacy awards. Oh, here we go. No, that's taking us back to the same screen. I don't want that. Career stats, coaching stats. Maybe we have to wait till like it's actually Pro Bowl week to see who made the team. I don't know. Can we not just like see that now? Okay, well, whatever. I'm sure plenty of our Cowboys made it. So I already went ahead and did a training off screen. So we just got to hop right into the wild card round against the Rams, and we're playing in Dallas. So we got the home field advantage. Playoff time, y'all. We didn't go 11-5 just to get bounced in the first round. So after we started out the year 3-4, we only lost one more game for the rest of the season, which is pretty impressive. But it's a different year come playoff time. Everybody starts 0-0. There's no more bad teams left, so we're not going to be playing any, Giants or Cardinals or any other bad teams in the league. It's all good teams now. I forgot to look at the playoff bracket before I started the game, but if we take care of business and get this win, we'll take a look at the playoff schedule and see who else made the postseason. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend. I wonder if the Patriots made it, because last time I looked at the standings, they were like 6-7. So, they're probably still a wild card team, but who knows? They might have lost the freaking AFC East for the first time since like 2008. I think was the last time that somebody different from the division won it. Yeah, I think so. 2008. Tom Brady tore his ACL in Week 1 in the Dolphins, and Chad Pennington won it. Ronnie Brown in that Wildcat offense. That's the last time that somebody other than the Patriots won the AFC East. But we're playing against the LA Rams right now. They're rocking the throwbacks. We got our regular old uniforms on. This is kind of a classic old rivalry matchup. Cowboys and Rams used to do battles back in like the 70s, early 80s when like Eric Dickerson was there, Pat Hayden, Jim Everett, you know, some of those older players from older generations that some of y'all might have read about. Probably never saw play, but knew about. Well, we got Cooper Kupp back to receive. Here we go. Playtime is over. We have one goal and one goal only. And that's from every Madden player to win the freaking Super Bowl. And it starts right now on our journey in Wild Card Weekend. So let's get at it. So let's get after it, defense. We didn't put in all that work during the regular season just to have Jared Goff come in here and whoop our butts. We came here to win. We came here to kick ass and take no prisoners.
I love this guy's makeup. He is not afraid to fail. He attacks on just about every snap.
We all know Jared Goff is pretty good. And I'm not even denying that. Look, he's probably better than Dak in real life right now. There, I said it. He's for real, Dak. After what happened against the Seahawks last week, I mean, I'm not saying I'm completely off the Dak train, but I'm going to get off of it by the end of the year if he finishes like 3-13 and he stays healthy the whole year. Heck, by that point, Jerry might bench him if he gets that bad. But I really don't want that either because Cooper Rush starting a regular season game, that is so cringeworthy that it's not even funny. I mean, it's going to be funny to all the Cowboy haters out there, but it won't be funny to us. It won't be funny to us. All right, come on. Get him once. There you go. Use a sack. Putting in that work, DeMarcus. There you go. All right, we got 3rd down and 10 here. All right, super flat. Let's see if we can get the Rams off the field early, get this passing attack shut down early in this game. All right, come on, Taco. I want you to get some action. Come on, Taco. Get off your block. Get off your block. Get off your block. Pick! Here we go. Oh, what? He tripped on his own. Come on, Jordan Lewis. I wanted you to take that to the house. But we got a pick on the first defensive possession of the game, and we're cooking now.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first
and
drive,
Jared Goff,
first interception.
He probably has to knock the rust off a little bit. All right, let's go, Zeke. Beat Zeke. Come on, we're back in the playoffs for the first time since 2016.
And Dominican Sue makes the tackle.
And we got some unfinished business after Aaron Rodgers did what he did to us 2 years ago. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Look, I mean, I've been a fan of this team ever since I learned what football was. And that loss to the Packers is still something in 2016 that I don't know if I'm ever going to get over. I mean, we literally had the game. I mean, first of all, honestly, they lost that game in the first quarter when they were down like 21-7. Defense was totally inept. They just weren't ready to play. But like I said before, like you're starting to see during the regular season, it's all coaching. The Dallas Cowboys have a terrible coaching staff. It starts with Jason Garrett, and it trickles down to Scott Linehan and Kellen Moore, especially on offense. The defensive coaches, though, I like. I mean, getting Chris Richard from the Seahawks, that was definitely a winning move. Quite frankly, he probably will be the Cowboys head coach next year if the offensive spiral downward continues. But the thing about that, though, that I don't like is that he's a defensive-minded head coach. So I don't know if he'll be able to lead the guys on offense, the receivers, the running backs, and that quite like Jason Garrett. You know, even though I hate him, he's an offensive-minded coach. So I say he knows how to reach quarterbacks. He should know how to reach quarterbacks. But quite frankly, he doesn't. And I'll tell you one thing that I really want, like, right now. Because they were talking today about Tony Romo being in the Ring of Honor. Forget just the Ring of Honor. Bring him back as quarterback coach. I was all for that during last offseason when all the retirement speculation was going on. Just bring Romo back as an assistant coach. He practically was, as I get sacked right there on a rollout. That was terrible blocking. Well, we're kicking a field goal on our first drive. That's not what I wanted. Shoulder tear for Connor Williams. All right. Well, that is just freaking peachy. Oh, boy.
That's absolutely huge.
But seriously, like, bring Romo back and make him the quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, something. Tony Romo knows what Jason Garrett wants to run. If anything, he can be in Garrett's ear and say, Jason, I don't think you should be calling that play. He said, well, why not? Because you called that same damn play 100 times when I was here, and it didn't work. And I don't know if there's like one certain play that I'm thinking about, but I'm just thinking about all the plays that led to all those stupid offensive meltdowns at times since Garrett has been here since 2010. Yeah, I'm hot. I'm still not over that Seattle game.
What's the deal?
I mean, I was so heated watching that game. It wasn't even
depends on the personality of your head coach.
I got very close. I didn't do it, but I almost posted a Snapchat where I was basically dog cussing on the TV when Earl Thomas made that interception on his foot. I mean, I basically, the gist of what I said was, Jerry Jones, do you think any other defensive backs for the Cowboys could do something like that? Pick off a ball on your shin
It really shouldn't affect you quite the same way.
and, you know, go get him. And there's all that stuff, like, after the game when he was talking to the coaches, like, you know, or the coaches were talking to him, like, you ready for that trade? Like, stop doing that. And some of the Cowboys beat writers post tweets like that, like, stop pulling our leg. The trade didn't happen in training camp, and it's not going to happen at some point this season. At least I don't think. I do think, if anything, I think the Cowboys need to worry about trading for somebody to help out on offense. I do think that if this continues, like, for the next couple of weeks, and by maybe week 5 or before, basically before the trade deadline hits, which I believe is week 6. I believe it's week 6. If the trade deadline starts to approach and Dallas is like 1-4 or something like that, Jerry will probably make some kind of offensive trade at that point. He'll probably go out and trade for a true number 1 wide receiver. If he has to sacrifice like a 2nd or a 3rd round pick, so be it. I don't know who that receiver would be right off the top of my head, but I can think of a couple.
That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the
Maybe
first quarter
if
third down conversions.
you're lucky enough because I was about to say Sammy Watkins, but he's playing with my boy Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs right now, so I doubt that Kansas City is willing to give away any of their offensive weapons. I don't know. Maybe there's a receiver out there that's like, that was a former Pro Bowler who maybe was good a few years ago. But then again, you've got a guy like that in Allen Hurns, who's right over there to the left. But yet you're not using him at all. Who knows? You might be looking to move one of your receivers for a better option. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what is going to happen this season, but all I know is Dallas is off to a pretty good start. And I don't care what people say, because I watch like YouTube videos like Mark Holmes, who is a huge Cowboy fan. Cowboy Joe Boo is probably how some of y'all might know him, because he has a voodoo doll, which is pretty funny. It's pretty cool. He does a lot of cool things on his channel. I love his setup though. It's like a man cave. It's freaking awesome. I want something like that one of these days. But Texas Tech, not necessarily Cowboys, because I don't know at that point when I'm like in my 40s and 50s if I'll be a Cowboy fan. Like, I really don't think I will. I mean, honestly, I feel like I got a couple more years of rooting for this team, and if nothing comes, then I'm just gonna find a new team or just watch the NFL very passively and just focus on like big games during the regular season and playoff time. I don't know. But anyway, first quarter's up and we got a 3-0 lead over the Rams.
3-0 is our score.
So we're off to a good start.
NFL on EA Sports.
Like Holmes said that the NFL is a week-to-week thing. So one team might be hot one week, and then the next week another team might not be so hot. But I'm not buying that. Because right now the Cowboys' offense is what it is, and I don't think it's going to change at all. Because they have no indication that they're going to bring back Dez. Now, Bryce Butler didn't play last week, and honestly, I think that did hurt a little bit, and that's something I actually just thought about now, that they signed Bryce Butler back. They didn't play him last week. Now, honestly, I don't think he was hurt. I think they just didn't play him because he was literally fresh off the boat, and they probably just didn't want to risk him getting injured because he has been out of football for like a couple of weeks. That's not like a long time to be out of football, but I think he was cut by the Cardinals like 2 weeks ago. What the heck was that? Like, there was no blocking on the right side, and now I gotta go with a deep pattern. But whatever. He's trying to score some points here so he can be on top of these Rams and step on the throats.
You're crediting your defense.
But yeah, and I definitely do not see any quarterback that the team is going to trade for at this point. I mean, any quarterback you trade for is going to be a downgrade from Dak.
Not only was the call spot on,
like all of
how
it.
about the execution of that
and on that
right
note,
there. Zone was
that was a terrible
absolutely
pass.
locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to
play well defensively so far, so maybe we can stop him again.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully this is out at the 1. No, it's out at the 4, but that's still a great pump by Chris Jones. Nice job. That was a nice corner coffin punt right there.
And now out on the field, here comes Los
They might run it a little bit out of here with Gurley, but I don't think they will.
2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me
you
to
know
say
what?
that they chose
No, I'm going to go Ed Sting here. I think we will run it. Hold back? All right.
So at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users.
We're just trying to get out of the shadow of the
on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually
But I
looking
don't
for
think they're going to bring back Dez at all.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man
Hold on
on
one
the other
second. I
side of the
have to
line.
check
A really nice play for the defense.
And another one. Boards. Okay. That's nothing new. That's from a couple of guys on staff from one of my writing jobs. Oh, was that a pick? Oh! Dang it. We almost had another one with Jordan Lewis. That was so close.
Why defenders are often frustrated.
Jordan Lewis is getting beasted.
Actually made the catch. Looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off.
They're gonna be passing here for sure. But come on, defense. Come on, get in there. No, no. Darn it. Cooper Kupp get free.
First catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I thought I was gonna have him.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size.
They might be trading for another offensive line. I think they got to trade for somebody decent to be a left guard. Because Connor Williams is getting his tail whipped by at least for the last, at least for the Panthers game and the Seahawks game, he was getting his butt whipped. I don't know if it's that he's a rookie and he's still adjusting, which it probably is, or if he just is being thrust in the starting lineup and quite frankly he's not ready. I think he has been forced in there a little bit. I was more in favor of having, a veteran there instead of Williams. Maybe as a fill-in, but just somebody who's not a rookie trying to block top-notch NFL pass rushers. That's all I'm saying. Come on.
Third and long. It's gone.
Nope, that's incomplete.
He'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted.
Sorry, y'all, my phone is like constantly going off. This is what happens when you're in a group text and you have to like text each other about recruits and stuff.
Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return.
Lewis returns that one. All right, offense. Let's get back out there. I want to get Zeke going. I'm not abandoning the run just yet. Zeke is our best weapon, and I want him to get going.
What's the key to this drive?
Offensive yardage is tough to come by. I'll tell you that much.
You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity.
Yeah, we got Marcus Morton in there at left guard now. Connor Williams is hurt. Speaking of the devil, knock on wood, Connor Williams is out for the game.
Let's go do it on this drive.
He's got a shoulder tear, so if we win, he's probably out for the rest of the playoffs too.
2 minutes to go here.
Well, we're at the 2-minute warning, and we are up 3-0 over the Rams. Definitely a close defensive battle. But we got to make something happen on this drive.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl.
No, God!
Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout.
We've been getting
It's
sacked
just
all
their
over the
first,
place.
so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll need a big play here.
Third down
back
and
in the
10.
Cowboys after the
Somebody
sack. It's third and long.
Get open. Come on, T. Will.
Prescott. Then finds his target, Terrence Williams. The Rams
called a timeout. Okay. So 4th and 1.
We step aside.
You know what? Go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory.
I don't care. Let's go for it. Roll the dice.
Go for this on 4th and a yard.
Jason Garrett's not the head coach. I am. And what I say goes. And I say we go for it.
He's got the first down yardage as he brings
Still no
us
huddle
up to
here.
the 47.
Let's run something a little bit different.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1,
care
but
if
it
we run it a
pays
little bit
off.
more.
They convert.
That's our bread and butter. I do want to get some
Prescott
passing
on
yards
first
down.
down.
Run Dak. Just run Dak. Just run.
He's going to keep it.
There we go.
He'll be
All right,
taken
stick the
down
hit.
at the 44-yard
Huddle.
line.
Huddle.
He'll wind up getting 9 after
all right.
tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
No. Stick. Stick. I like that. All right, Beasley. Come on, catch this. Get out of bounds.
On the left side, he finds Beasley.
You didn't get out of bounds.
Inside the 40 to the 39.
Son of a
Dallas
frick.
first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
All right, come on. All right.
Now
going to like the sideline.
Oh my! And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
What is that? 3 sacks.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
All right,
sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Slants. Slants are my friend.
Prescott from the gun.
There you go. Nice job, T. Will. Way to get open. Way to come back to the ball. There you go.
He works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
3rd down and inches right here.
16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
No, it's all about a run play. Let's just get the first down. Yeah, just get the first. Get the first. Hike it, hike it, hike it. Come on, Zeke. Go, Zeke. Get off him. Oh! He could have broken that one if he wanted to, I think. Come on.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Keep going. Come on.
From the red zone now, Prescott steps away.
Could have dumped it off the square, but I decided not to.
Gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Nothing open downfield.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a timeout at some point, but...
Now a signal and a timeout call.
Let's go ahead and take our final timeout. We got 10 seconds left. I want to take one more shot to the end zone, but I also don't want to miss out on not taking points here, too, by kicking a field goal. All right, come on, guys. Come on.
Now Prescott. This will be caught at the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5.
Oh, I shouldn't have thrown it short.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild
oh, well.
card
Well, at least we get the ball to start the second half, so it's not all too bad.
Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Obviously, I would have loved
thanks
to...
very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wild card Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one.
So, wildcard weekend, we got the Falcons taking on the Vikings. I guess after we play. And I guess there's no AFC battles going on, so we just got us today.
One will go on to the divisional round, one will go home. To find out who it is, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. On the return is Jordan Lewis.
Don't lose the ball. Okay, I thought he was going to lose the ball based on that animation. Well, offensively, we did some good things on that last drive that we had before the end of the half, but man, we gotta get something here. The offensive line is not blocked very well. I mean, part of that is because Connor Williams is out for the rest of the game at left guard. So we're going to have to make do with what we have, which is Marcus Martin. We turned down our contract. Like, dude, you're going to have a terrible offer from another team somewhere else. Golly, every time I call that rollout, they sack me. All right, we might have to stop calling those plays because they are absolutely not working, and I'm pretty much getting sacked every time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
God, Hearns, really?
It's incomplete.
Now it's 3rd and 18. We're going to have to go deep, and I don't trust myself with deep passes on this game. Because the DBs, I feel like, are literally heat-seeking missiles. They will pick off any pass of longer than 20 yards.
Hometown of Orlando, Florida, an absolute mess.
And I'm going to try to see if maybe I can prove it.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
See? Like, what did I tell y'all? Any deep pass I throw on this game, the defensive backs will totally pick it up. Okay, now let's tackle him. Thank you. Okay. I mean, it was 3rd down and 18. What was I supposed to do?
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has
I shouldn't have tried to test him. That's the problem. I was pressing.
They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that
but see,
come off the field.
But their receivers get so open.
Not even get to the red zone, let alone,
Muscle cramps will return soon. Yeah, okay, well, good. At least we can still play. We still need our starting tight end.
Try to figure out what is working and call more of that.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10.
Turn it over and they get like a 20-plus yard pass.
From the gun, here's gone.
This tight end's just running wide open.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Okay. We gotta
it's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Gone. This is caught. 3 yards.
Thought we could pick that off. I guess not.
2nd and goal.
And partner, I think that was a great
they got to be running with Gurley. If they're not running with Gurley, I don't know what they're playing.
Everything was right. Got the completion. But he's
not
one of the more
dynamic
guys
in
the league. So even though he caught it,
that's probably going to change on this play. Watch them run with Gurley up the middle. See? Or, wait, they don't have Gurley. I guess is he hurt?
Scrimmage back at the 6. He lost 4 there.
Hold on. I need to check this out. Depth chart. Who is it? Gurley is out. Okay.
And it's 3rd
no,
down.
we're playing the Rams team not at full strength. That's interesting. Okay, well, 3rd and goal, 6 yards to the end zone. Oh, y'all. This is potentially a big play.
This is 3rd and points of the game.
We should have this. We should be able to stop this. However, if they run this, I might be screwed over. Okay, I'm not quite screwed over. Get pressure, sack him. There you go. Oh, yeah, got him down. Thank you, Lawrence. Way to tighten up. Woo, that was a big defensive stop right there. Now they're just going to take a field goal and just tie it up. That could have been worse. I mean, we threw a terrible interception with Dak, and they kicked a field goal. So, but they could have easily had 7.
This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And Zerline's
then again, if they had Gurley, they probably would have been able to punch in and score, but they don't. So they're playing with not quite a full deck here. I should have looked at that before the game started. I didn't know Gurley was out. I don't know what he's out with. My guess would be maybe shoulder or knee injury. I don't know how long he's been out for. It's like a season injury, season-ending injury kind of thing. But I could be wrong. I mean, I was wrong once. All right, so we got 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and I want to get this offense going. And I want to get it going by running the football. I'm not just going to abandon it because the Rams are socking us in the mouth.
And following the interception, just
they have a pretty, they're pretty tight on the line.
More cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
no blocking. We barely have any blocking.
Be loose with the football again.
Yeah, we have. Not a lot of total offensive yards in this one by either team.
Because now you can't run any offense at all.
I'm staying away from the rollout stuff because I feel like every time I called plays like that to the left, they sack us every time. There's nothing they can do about it. They're just relentless on the pass rush.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that.
1 yard.
He's brought down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now
we got
it'll be
3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's
probably,
not my
probably
night.
Should be trying to run as
it
much.
Hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
Come on, Hearns, there you go. Oh, juke him out, another one. Oh, thought we could juke 2 men on that play, but I was wrong. But nice job, Hearns. Way to redeem yourself after you dropped that ball earlier. Need you to step up.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what
Big
you have
third
to
down
do in that
conversion
one is the
right there.
receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Elliott.
He's
going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play.
Well, that's the end of the third quarter, and this is a 3-3 game. So if you like offense, please exit
We'll return with more after this.
the exit
You're
doors
watching
immediately.
The NFL on EA Sports.
I mean, we're playing against a pretty tough Rams team. I mean, I'm shocked that this team is only a wild card team. I thought they would be a team that would get a first-round bye.
All even as we get ready to start.
But they had a tie, so I guess that hurt them a little bit.
The Cowboys on
slants,
third down.
don't let me down,
3 for
please.
7 so far in this game. This will be third and 6.
I really want to get this first down.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build.
Come on.
Who's going to make the big play?
Out at the 2. Nice. Jones has been money today with punting the ball. Nice. Okay.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Yes, as they would try to run
points last time, but they didn't want 3
no,
points.
So it's all over the Thunder Strike. They're going to be running this ball. I know they are. See? What did I tell you? And we got a safety. Yes, let's go. Huge play right there.
Bottom line here in the fourth quarter tie game. You
nice.
Can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon. And not only
that's
do you
defense
give up the
right
lead,
there, y'all.
Now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well.
Lewis.
So it's really a double
nice
whammy.
juke.
Time starting to become a factor.
5-3. This is a baseball score right here.
So out come the Cowboys now.
On a side note, I'm not really a big baseball fan. I'll watch like the World Series, and I like my alma mater's college baseball team is pretty good. Texas Tech. They went to the College World Series last year. They've been 2 of the last 3 years. It's impressive. So I'll watch college baseball when Texas Tech is playing. But Major League, I just don't have a favorite MLB team. I just never chose one. I mean, I live in Texas, so I could have chosen the Rangers or the Astros. The Astros are pretty good right now, and Dominican Sue just like wrapped his pimp hand around my... No, excuse me, Aaron Donald. Did they pay you, Donald? Did they pay you the big bucks?
I see an all-out rush like that. I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
Now it's third down and 13. We got a long ways to go here.
Prescott. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
And we almost picked that up.
Right at the 34 here.
All right,
a
4th and 3.
There as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs.
But yeah, I just never chose favorite baseball team. Never really got into baseball. It's like a sport I watched religiously. So. But it's still a good punt. We got this thing down to the 4-yard line. That's really hurt the Rams in this game. Chris Jones getting those big punts inside the 5. They started pretty much every drive from there. Well, not from the 4, but like inside the 5.
It's almost like a bases clear.
There you go.
Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just
minus 1 yard right there.
For you offensively, but now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move
go cover 2-yard flags. I think they might go to the air here. They got a little bit of room, but I mean, if I was them, I'd play it safe and run the ball, but I don't think they'll do that. I think they're going to try to pass because they need to get back, because they need to try to get this ball down the field, because there may be 3 minutes left, but based on the way both defenses are playing, this is one of those defensive throw games. The points are at a premium. Third and 7. Let's go.
Third and 7.
Through Sky.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because
3 minutes to go in this game. We got a 2-point lead. This is definitely one of those really have to grind it out type of games, y'all. Get him before he gets to the first. Thank you, Jalen Smith. Nice tackle.
To the 12-yard line here.
Now it's 4th down and 2, and yep, they're punting. All right. Great stop defense. Let's go.
The tackling's been really good.
I'm tempted to just like cheese and milk the clock here, but oh, come on, Lewis. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Good return. There we go. Give us some great field position to start off this drive.
26 yards.
I'd still like to score at least a field goal here to make it tougher on them to come back. If I get any score, no. If I get a touchdown, it's definitely a 2-possession game. If I just get a field goal, they could still potentially win it with a touchdown, but I'm not going to let that happen.
Great opportunity to run your full
Prescott. Prescott has just as much rushing yards as Zeke. Crazy this thing. All right, we're at the 2-minute warning, and we are 2 minutes away from getting Dak and Zeke's first playoff win. Big 2 minutes coming up. And we really got to find a way to hold on to the ball on this drive. We got a big first down there.
And let's see what
now it's just going to be about riding Zeke home.
Time to talk it over. A first down carry by Elliott.
But Marcus Martin is terrible at left guard on the left side. Did you see how he just let the guy go? I know that Ndamukong Suh is a higher overall, Marcus, but you got to get your hands on him and you got to bring him to the ground. You can't just allow him to swipe through you like a turnstile. What are you doing? Why do we have you as our backup left guard? We're definitely going to be upgrading our backups on the offensive line for next year. There we go, Zeke. That's the best run of the night. Nice job. Now that's going to force them to call their timeout, and they have 1 left. We're putting them in a pretty tough spot here. I don't want to run stretch play, because stretch plays don't go well. Do the pump draw. Pump draw usually does pretty well with this offense. All right, 1:51 to go. They got 1 timeout. You just got to hold on to this thing. There you go, Zeke. Nice run. You've been our best offensive asset today, sir. You're about to get your first playoff win. How about that? God, this score is just wonky as hell. And it's just been one of those grinded out games. Rams defense is tough. Like, they're the real deal. In real life and in this game. Alright, well, we'll run the stretch play, but I don't like the way it goes sometimes. It's all a little inside zone because we got some lanes right there. Let's go all the way to the right. That's our stronger side of the line, but golly. Who's that? Shot through the line. Bill?
That's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, 3rd down and 2, and we're going to take our sweet time with this next snap.
The defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run.
All right, y'all.
They don't always have
3rd
to
down here.
body blows. Sometimes
we can take a field goal here to give ourselves a 5-point lead, which we probably will if we don't pick this up. Let's go with a blunt dive. Let's just try to pick up this first down and completely ice this thing in our first playoff.
Here it's 3rd and 2.
Come on, O-line, block. There you go, thanks. Oh, flag, no.
Down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Oh, it's going to be holding, isn't it? Oh.
Offense.
Come on, man.
So on a big
come on, Swain.
Each and every
do
year,
that.
we talk about very few
And the clock stops.
That are polished blockers or asked to do it
all right, well, I still want to run it because if it falls incomplete,
learn how to do it without holding.
That'll stop the clock.
After the
right, and nothing going here. I knew that was going to happen. This Rams defensive line is really like the Great Wall of China. I can't get through it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their
I'm okay with letting the clock tick-tock,
tick-tock,
tick-tock.
So on 4th down,
all right, well, I'll tell you what, we are going to be kicking, we're going to be calling a timeout of our own at like the 1 second mark on the play clock. And I'm trying to leave them with as little time as possible because I don't want any big plays happening against us. Like, not today. This is the playoff game where that doesn't happen. The Cowboys get it done. Only in the video games does this happen. Right.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout
good, thank you.
in time.
Man, Brandon got me there. I was like, really? Did they throw a flag? Like, no, they didn't. We called the timeout. I was like, yeah, we called that timeout before.
The kicker,
and you clearly get the play clock.
Here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
36-yarder is up and good, and we got ourselves a 5-point lead, and they only got 17 seconds left. That's hard to do anything with, but we still got to play defense one more time. It was a big drive there to get that field goal. Dan Bailey said money day. He has our only offensive points. We got 2 points on the safety, so we had no touchdowns in this game whatsoever. So pretty rough day for the offense. 17 seconds to go. All right, defense, man up 3D.
Critical condition here.
Let's go.
Got to hope to get something quick right, and then maybe
take
that shot deep.
And once they do take the big
shot,
let's
go to the divisional round.
On defense, of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy
pick it.
But nowadays, it's not just
got knocked down though. I'll take it there.
People in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense.
Don't get beat by the big play. Goff's going to be chucking everything deep on this one. He's going to be chucking everything about 20, 30 yards downfield. So
he'll look to throw.
Pick it. Nice job, Jesse. You skyrocketed for that one. Game's over. This one's over. Go home, Rams. Y'all are going home. Oh, Jeff Heath might take to the house. He will. Touchdown to ice it. Wow. At 0-0. Jeff Heath with the pick six.
They've been suffocating all game long
on defense. That's beautiful.
We're
still going to make us kick the extra point.
Which is often the case. But by being able to adjust it,
what a way to ice this one.
And beating them to the punch.
Although that doesn't really indicate how close this game was. It really doesn't.
Extra point up
and this was a tough win in the wild card round. And it's only going to get tougher from here. I don't know who we're facing in the divisional round, but we'll find out soon after this.
But a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost,
this is definitely a fantasy because I really don't think that the Cowboys of this year in real life make the playoffs. But this is Madden. It's my franchise. I'm the owner, and I hired a new coach. There are a few offensive highlights, but not too many. But wow, that was a tough win. But regardless, we are on to the divisional round.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at player stats. See what we got for our boys. Dak Prescott had a QB rating of 48.6. 8 out of 12 for 74 yards, 66% completion percentage. No touchdowns, had that interception. That was really my fault. I'm not even going to lie to the camera. Zeke had 19 carries for 70 yards, average 3.6 yards per carry. Dak had 5 carries for 45 yards. Helped down the ground game a little bit. Leading receiver was Allen Hurns with 40 yards on 2 catches. Williams had 3 catches, 30 yards. Cole Beasley was the only other receiver. He had 2 catches for 12 yards. And Zeke had 1 catch for -8 yards on that screenplay that went nowhere. Defensively, Jalen Smith led the way with 4 tackles. DeMarcus Lawrence got 2 sacks in this game. David Irving got a sack as well. And Jeff Heath got an interception and a pick 6 return for a touchdown. So Defense did work today, did a great job of shutting down the Rams offense, even though Jared Goff was able to pick us apart at times. But that was a tough win, but we'll take it. Move on to the divisional round. All right, so we got Dayton Jones to upgrade here. Let's just go ahead, just upgrade him. Manual and it's the CPU. All right. Well, let's take a look at the injury report though. I think Connor Williams may be out for a little bit. Yep, shoulder tear, out 5 weeks. Go ahead and place him on IR because he's not going to be playing again this season. That's rough, but even with the 5 weeks, he's not. Even if we make it all the way to the Super Bowl, he's not going to be able to play. So we're going to end the season with 3 guys on IR as of right now. Deontay Thompson, Connor Williams, Cedric Wilson. Yeah, so. But fortunately, we got those guys coming back next year, and hopefully they'll be better and at full strength. All right. Well, let's go ahead and sim to the divisional round of the playoffs. Let's see who our next opponent is. And we're taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and those San Francisco 49ers in the Bay Area at Levi's Stadium. Wow. Shades of the old Cowboys-Niners rivalry in the 90s. How about that? Well, let's go ahead and start weekly training here. So one guy that we are definitely going to be training for this week. Oh, no, not quite yet. Sean Lee, we don't need to train you this week. You are pretty good. Let's go to our... Wait, no, we don't need to train Zach Martin. We need to train Marcus Martin. Yeah. Marcus, you need to get some training this week, bud. After last week getting your tail whipped, you got some work to do. Let's keep Dak Prescott upgraded. I kind of want to... Defensively, we've been pretty good, so let's go ahead and train... Let's go ahead and train Terrence Williams. I need somebody at receiver to step up. That's one of the things I will be addressing this offseason. Like, I'm going to get a receiver that's in, like, the high 80s, early to mid-90s as far as overall. And shoot, I might even bring back Dez Bryant if he's available. If he's available, I will. Because any team that signed him, I think it might have been the... I don't know where he is right now. Hold up. Let me take a look and see where he is. Dez Bryant watch 2K18. Or 2K19 in this case, but regardless. All right. So let's go to receivers, and let's go to NFL. All right. Dez, where are you, buddy? Who picked you up? Somebody had to have picked you up. Where is he? The Browns actually picked him up. Okay. So right now he's an 83 overall. Yeah. But look, I don't care, guys. Like, I'm going to try to bring him back because it's ridiculous. Like, it doesn't look right. Like, this is my team and I'm running it a different way. All right. Well, anyway, regardless, we still got some work to do in the playoffs. Dez is sitting at home. We're in the playoffs. Let's go and play in the divisional round against the San Francisco 49ers. Going on the road for the divisional round. This is going to be a tough one, y'all. We're going up against a good 49ers team with Jimmy G. And they got a solid running back in Jerick McKinnon. And, Dallas hasn't been to the NFC Championship game since 1995, the last year that they won the Super Bowl. So we're trying to make some history here. We're trying to get the Cowboys back on top and get them to the NFC Championship game. Even getting them to the NFC title game will be enough for me, y'all. I mean, in real life, they haven't been there since 95. It's been a decade plus. That's too long. That's too long of a dry spell to go without sniffing any success in the playoffs if you're one of the most recognized teams in the NFL. probably the most recognized team in the NFL.
This is a special edition of the divisional round
Pathetic, y'all.
playoffs.
But I'm here to change history as the owner. I am here to put the Cowboys in their rightful place. I am here to get number 6.
Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers.
If we get 6,
I'll be back with you again with
we'll tie the
scores around
Steelers for the most
halftime.
championships.
But kickoff right around
And
the
I
corner.
want that.
And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This is a big one for the 49ers. They've struggled for the last several seasons, and now they're hosting a divisional playoff game, and they got a first-round bye. So they're riding pretty high right now with 11-5. Boy. I remember my dad showing me old footage of those 1992, 93 NFC Championship games. The 92 one was the best. That one was a great game. One of the greatest NFC Championship games in NFL history, for sure. There have been a lot of good ones over the last decade, really. But that one was right up there.
You'll take the
rest,
you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But
it looks like as far as the other teams that are in the hunt, the Vikings and the Saints, it looked like, are playing in the divisional round also. So we're going to face one of those two if we win this one. This is pretty tough, playing on the road. Here we go. Trying to make some history today for the first. Trying to make these fans party like it's 1995 again. Trying to get to the NFC Championship game.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
All right.
They'll have Jimmy G.
Here comes Jimmy G. Let's see what he's got. Man, look at those numbers. Almost 4,000 yards. He's going to go over the 4,000-yard mark in this game for sure. I just know it. 26 TDs, only 7 picks. He's playing very well this season. Brady Belichick must be smiling. They're probably not smiling. They're probably like, whatever. He doesn't play for us anymore.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
49ers using a fullback in this game? That's new.
And there's the pickup you want on first
I played the 49ers in that first preseason game, and they were pretty tough. We lost that game, although the backups came in, so I can't really judge too much. I mean, we're playing the real deal now. This is playoffs. Serious business. We gave him a big pass play right there. Cheeto got beat by Godwin, I think. Marquis, a good one.
Really effective is that oftentimes after you made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
There you go, Crawford. Nice tackle.
They
get McKinnon on the ground.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Many times.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly.
I mean, I like that aspect of the presentation, but it gets boring after a while after you start seeing the same stuff over and over.
Really, a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game.
Irving, there you go. Nice grab from Jalen.
They're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Right, 3rd down and 8. Let's go.
On him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Oh, we almost picked that with Earl.
There
nice defense, though, Earl. Way to get off the field,
dude. That's a throw we'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
All right.
Well,
they picked up one first down, but we got them off the field pretty quickly. Just what we wanted. This is going to be a touchback. Aim that one terribly.
And trying to catch him flat-footed and get a big play.
All right, Dak, let's go. You played in the divisional round before, but you're older and wiser. Let's go.
Now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Prescott. And his first pass here.
Just as I say that, I almost threw a pick. Another one. Gotta be better with my reads. Just have to.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Nice job. Nice job, Hearns. Way to come back to the ball.
And the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offense.
I definitely want to score more than we did last week.
Because you think it's a go route,
scoring 8 points, or 16, but none of that was on offense. They didn't score any offensive touchdowns at all. That was brutal.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
There we go.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the
47-yard
line.
Obviously,
brings him down.
3rd and 2. All right, one guy.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And does a nice job to hold him just a couple.
Good block, Zach. Or Marcus Martin, excuse me. Good block, Marcus. Glad we did training with you this week. We need you to get right after last week, son. This is playoff time. You got to play your best.
Runs the ball successfully. That doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Buying time to his left.
Throw it out to Beasley. I'll take that minimal gain.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a
thought Beasley be open, but he wasn't, so I decided to run the jack.
And it'll get him a new set of downs.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On first and 10.
Motion. Oh, darn it. Connection broke down and we got sacked by Reuben.
Leading the surge there, he drops in for a loss of 6.
And that's the end of the first quarter, still locked at 0-0. We got a pretty big 2nd down coming up, or 3rd down, I think.
Fast and a big sack. 1 quarter gone in this NFC divisional round matchup. 0-0 our score. We're back to Santa Clara after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
I was wrong. Still got a couple of plays. Still got a couple of downs to work with here. But, boy, we need something here. Change stick.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. The coverage
just
may
run it
be
with
too
Dak.
good
Pick it
that
up.
time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First down, Prescott.
Oh, another sack.
They push him back to the 34.
This 49er defense is better than I thought it was.
In there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy.
He rifles one that's
that was just an
intercepted.
awful pass.
Safety,
but I mean, like I talked about with the defensive backs. I mean, they literally are always in the perfect spot. Like, you can't throw the ball deep in this game at all. I'm going to need to change the slider set or something. Because I want to go deep down the field on passes, but I can't because I'm just going to pick it off every time. It may be Dak, but I feel like it's with every quarterback. That's just the way I feel.
This is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
Come on.
Nice effort to knock that one away.
Don't let him get free. There we go.
Nice tackle. It's caught. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
Nope, short.
Wow, what a catch.
And they're punting again.
Get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
All right.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat.
Let that one
that
go.
allows him to get upfield.
Oh, no, it's going counter the 2.
Actually cost himself some yardage
Oh.
there. Yeah, they got the completion.
Well, fortunately, we got Zeke, but I don't know about the left side of our line, especially with Marcus Martin being in there.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense?
That's some good blocking right there. Nice hold. Nice. There we go. Let's get you going, Zeke.
Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Yep. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
God,
the 49ers get there.
The offensive line has played terrible in this last 2 games. They're getting sacked constantly.
So they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Might be making some upgrades there.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep. Now 49er.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they blocked it. Oh my goodness.
Inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And with points at an extreme premium.
Oh, that's the first time that's happened.
Big special teams play right there.
Oh,
that's an advantage play. Someone create an advantage for their team, give them an opportunity, and special teams is usually a terrific starting point.
All right,
for
defense,
that.
back
Blocking
out there.
The punt, now they've given themselves a chance and have seized momentum.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Here we go. They make the tackle.
And he'll
Nice
be
job,
brought
Brian. Way to
down
come
here
up.
at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Let's hold our ground
Always
here.
laugh when people say, "What's the
Where
toughest
we at?
route
Let's
to
still keep out of
defend?"
the end zone,
I'm like, any of them, especially
put
if it's a
ourselves
good
in a
receiver,
tough spot right
that
here
makes
with
things
that
very
block
difficult.
punt.
But when you're running a drag route, something
Nope,
short,
way over his head,
shallow,
incomplete.
going through defenders, using guys
3rd and
almost
goal.
as
Let's go.
screens in order
You make
to
a
get
goal line
open.
stand here.
That
That would
makes
be
things tough for
awesome.
guys trying to get to the football.
Let's hold him to
Now
a
a
field goal.
2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment.
Of course. Oh.
So a jump there defensively.
Oh, what are we
It's a
doing
killer.
here?
Watch the football.
Yeah, we are really,
Don't move
really
across
putting
the line of
ourselves in a tough
scrimmage
spot.
until the ball moves.
The penalty gets them half the distance
Really
closer,
would
but they'll
say,
still
because they
need
have
to
the
come
ball
up
at
with
the 2.
something on 3rd and goal.
Really looks like they are. All right, come on, D. We need this now.
They'll try and run
Here we
for
go.
it. This
Get
is
him down, get him
Juszczyk.
down. There we go. Nice stop, D.
No gain on the
Woo,
play.
that was a
and
big
what
goal
to
line
do
stand.
now on 4th and goal.
I don't think they'll go for it on 4th down. Try to. Yeah, they're just gonna kick a field goal. I don't
This
blame them for
drive
that.
started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a
We get the ball to
touchdown
start the
would feel
second
like a
half, so
letdown
I'm
to
not
me.
too worried about them milking this clock. All right, well, they just scored the first points of the game with a field goal, but
And the 49ers take
still
it 3-0
should be in good shape.
lead. So still
we get a nice return. This kickoff. Maybe we got a chance. We still have all 3 timeouts left.
Maybe now the mentality
But
changes in this game because anytime you
I
get
think
to
it'd
the
be pretty
red
hard
zone,
for our
if you
offense
don't
based on
come
the way
away
things
with
are going
6
so far
points,
for us to do
that's a
anything in
disappointment.
40 seconds.
This one, being able to kick field goals
We
means
have to
you're
get a
right
couple of
there,
deep passes
and
to
you're
go
just
our
looking for
way,
that
or some
break
big
to take
plays
you
to go our way.
And now Dallas gets set to
See what I
take
can
the
do. I mean,
field.
we're going to try to get it downfield a little bit, but I don't want to risk too much.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, Hearns. There you go.
He finds Hearns left side.
Timeout.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the
Still
clock
got
will
a
stop
shot
with
here.
34
Tight end
seconds to
angle
go
here.
before halftime.
Hearns should be running on the sideline like a bench route, so see if we can get open right there.
Prescott on first down.
Or Beasley can. He is. What's that, Beasley? Thank you.
Beasley right side.
Let's go in the no huddle here.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
No, it's a call.
The Cowboys going to use
I was trying
their
to audible
second
too much and
timeout
couldn't decide on
now.
the play.
As the clock will stop with
All right,
18
well, we still
seconds
got
to
a
go in the
chance here.
first half.
Let's X-dig here. Really would love to get a field goal or just some kind of points right here.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Oh! We had Hearns. We had a chance with Hearns. He was coming open over the middle. Held on to it just a little bit too late, but I was also waiting for him to get open.
The incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. And we're down to
that would have been a sick play by Galvin who made that catch. Still got a shot here. If we pick up a first down, just one more, we might be in Dan Bailey's range to kick a field goal.
Prescott yet again.
Watch this, please. Thank you. All right, timeout. That's just what we needed. Nice completion. We got 3 seconds left. Let's kick a 40-yard field goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bailey.
All right, well, we get the field goal right there, which is big, and we got this game tied up at 3-all. We get the ball to start the second half, though, so that's good. But another tightly contested game.
Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a third in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back
New Orleans
to
beat Minnesota 24-20, so we're going to be facing the Saints in the NFC Championship game if we win.
As they eliminate the Minnesota Vikings.
That'll be another tough one going up against Drew Brees.
Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Second half underway.
And here's Lewis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have
There you go,
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Catch on the sidelines.
For him in these playoffs. He was
running down the sideline, nice job. I like that play, I'll take it.
On that effort.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Prescott down.
There you go. Got Beasley wide open again. Oh, I think we're going to be inches short, but still a nice completion.
The next wave could bring him down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that
we got a
last
pretty
catch.
good drive going. Let's keep it up, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Third and inches. Run it again. Give it first.
They've been okay. 2
all I
for
care
3
about
thus
right now.
far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Up the middle. Come on, there we go. That was a great play call. Nice job, Zeke. Way to run.
Just shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive,
could be better, but it could also be way worse. I think Zeke had about 50 yards last game.
That's pretty
maybe
good
a little more.
For success. Now a play fake here on first down.
Nice job, Hearns. Way to come back to the ball on that route. You did a nice job on that route. I like that route with Hearns when he comes back to it on the rollout.
17 more yards on that one as they keep
that's working a bit better than it was against the Rams last week. Every time we did that, we would get sacked.
Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now Prescott.
Oh, please don't. They tipped that ball around with like 3 of them right there. I thought they were going to pick him for sure. Oh, my goodness.
But it's second down.
My heart skipped a beat on that throw.
Defensively, Charles,
Wayne had a chance, but he got like knocked away, and then almost knocked into some other defender's hand.
They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well.
Nice job, Beasley. There we go.
This time he's got the hook up.
Almost got the first down, but
they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
We'll take it.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create
whatever play we
catches.
take, I was going to
Came up
audible
a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Go Zeke. Touchdown. There we go. Finally. No offensive touchdowns in the last game, but we get one right here.
Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard
There you go, Zeke. Do your thing.
And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity?
All right, and we got ourselves a 10-3 lead here in the third quarter.
The dive. Always a fan of the dive.
Nice start to the second half,
the
boys.
extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, after they kicked that field goal, we've scored 10 straight. 10 unanswered. So, gotta keep it going, though.
Here's
not over yet.
The 49ers offense as they make their way out
take
for
care
their
of
first
business.
possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3.
We've had a big cold front coming in Texas, and it was really, really cold today. I went from wearing, fumbles! There we go! Smith, why are you running backwards? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We got a fumble. That was big. Wow. Nice.
Well, he did what he's known for.
Yeah, we had a big cold front come through Texas, and I didn't love it today. I went outside this morning, and it was like 49 degrees. It went from like 70s, 80s to 49. I had to put jeans on, thick socks, and a jacket on when I went to go get some lunch. I wasn't ready for it, needless to say.
I'm sure to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little
better news, we got a fumble recovery by Darren Smith, which is always nice. I don't know who made the big hit on the receiver, but whoever did, it was one heck of a hit.
Maybe slow the tempo down a little bit.
We got a chance to really get some separation from these guys. Really put our foot on their throats.
This big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Prescott. It's caught.
Nice catch, Hearns. Way to hold on to it.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him. He was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
There you go, Beasley. Nice grab. Way to come open over the middle.
And inside the 20
Beasley and Hearns are doing work in this game.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
I should have known
Picked
better.
off by a Keller Witherspoon.
Well, we got the turnover, but we gave it right back. Oh, man, 2 picks for Prescott in this game.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times.
All right, D.
First down, take a shot.
Yeah, Hearns was double covered on the out route. I should have known better than to throw it to his side. There you go, Crawford. Nice
and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out.
Control what you can control. They were rallying to this offensive day. We've been doing a good job of holding Jimmy G in. Oh, nice sack, Crawford. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Keep putting the pressure on him.
Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I ain't so hot right now, are you, Jimmy G?
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Right, just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something?
Got another pick. Jordan Lewis. Come on, take it to the crib. There we go. House call. Let's go, boys. There we go, Lewis. Got a pick 6 last week. Got another pick 6 in this one.
3rd down, passing down.
Nice
they
job,
throw the
Lewis.
extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just
right towards the end, right at the end of the 3rd quarter. We got a 14-point lead.
It's a lot tougher.
Just what we needed.
On that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
17-3, 1 quarter away from the NFC Championship game. Almost there.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go.
One more quarter to go.
They're sort of seeing
Close these guys
out of control.
The NFC
Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And we'll likely be playing in New Orleans. And that'll be tough.
Walking that line of being calm and
incomplete.
Really
nice job, nice defense, Lewis. Lewis is balling postseason so far.
This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, "But you got to do something to make it pass." And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Oh, we almost had another pick with Smith.
Field, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges.
Get there, Irvin, get there.
In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field.
Yeah, he didn't quite get there, but I mean he did force pressure, and we got a 4th down coming up.
And everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
And they're going for it on 4th down, of course.
We'll step aside.
All right,
they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Still got a chance even though we don't get it, but
as expected, they're going for it to keep
Jimmy's not in?
Goodwin able to haul it in.
Matt Moore's in the game? What is he doing in there? Yes, Jimmy G hurt himself.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert.
I mean, hey, it's like what happened in real life.
So critical, and you figure
Matt Moore played for the Cowboys at one point. I remember that. He was a practice squad member.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself.
I don't know how many Cowboys fans remember that. That's way incomplete, and that's why he's not a starter, because he throws bad passes like that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one
I remember when he was with the Dolphins and he started that playoff game, and I want to say 2016. Yeah, I think it was 2016, the same year the Cowboys were back in the playoffs.
The passes just go awry.
Yeah, he started the game in our 3rd turnover for the defense. That's some playoff football right here. But look at what happens after they cause the fumble. Yeah, that's definitely a fumble, first of all. His elbow didn't touch anything. One guy tries to pick it up, and he kicks it around. That's so funny. Yeah, look at this again. Look at this. Nice hit by Sean Lee to just clobber him. Oh, they're not going to show the rest of it. Okay.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
All right, well, let's see if Dak can redeem himself.
Enough to throw it anywhere.
I like to throw a touchdown.
That drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot
at points already. We're
already in a spot.
Here we go.
Where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and it comes out with nothing. That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
I love it if you got your feet
Will they
in.
make up for it?
Come
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Decent run with
And he's
Zeke.
going to bull
I'll
his
take
way
that.
forward to the 48. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Bottom. They want to keep this.
Sorry, y'all. I had to check and make sure everything was okay because I got a notification that said like internet is not sufficient enough to broadcast gameplay or something like that. So I had to like pause and check on that.
On 3rd down.
It is. We're okay.
He's got enough for the first across
3rd and 4.
midfield to the 48.
And we picked it up.
For that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And a juke this time. Breaks the tackle. He's
shrugged off 2 tacklers.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Oh, this is not a good day for Dak.
They have the football and
Golly.
set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Yep.
Charles,
It's
when
one of those
plays like
games.
that work, it's a
But
thing
we
to
still got a
behold,
14-point
but
lead.
sometimes
We just
we
got to
see
hold
why
on to
they're
this
very
lead
deep in
and
the
get out of here
playbook.
with the win.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a
Nice
game
tackle, Louisiana.
situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now.
2nd and 6. Good.
From the gun, Moore. Now he'll dump it underneath.
How did
to
he
his
get
running
open
back,
over the middle?
complete.
I don't know.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He comes up
nice
inside,
defense.
and that's what we saw there.
Job,
Nice
Lewis.
pickup for a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
You guys don't think Matt Moore's going to win the game for you?
All game long.
And that's one of the reasons.
They've been on the spot.
That's why he's a backup.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Wow, really?
Oh,
are you serious?
Got the first.
Ooh.
Big game, but
Did fumble it out of bounds, though. But,
so possession will stay the
man,
same.
he had like 2
I don't know
chances
about
to
you,
sack
but
him
I
and
could
he missed
hear
him.
and feel the
That's
sigh of
hilarious.
relief all the way up here in
Game,
our
y'all.
booth.
That was
Fixed him
palpable. The
sometimes.
sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
Moore got
no turnover.
punished as he went to the sideline. And that's why you don't run it
Just
more.
hang on to the ball,
We're not
man.
a mobile
Another
quarterback.
nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
All right, 2 minutes to the
Time
NFC
for a
Championship.
break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Almost there, y'all. I'll hold him right here,
it's
though. I don't want to give
49er
them much
football
life.
Here as we get your reset. They've got a 1st and 10
It's
as they
definitely 4 down
search for a
territory
late
for them, so
score.
they don't get. So they're going to go for it on 4th
Here's
down if it
Moore
comes to
on
that.
1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6.
Sean Lee, way to come up and make
And
the
he'll
play.
be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw is Moore. Looking to throw on 2nd
Here you
down.
go.
This will be caught at
Got the
about
1st down. They didn't know the end zone. That's
And
okay.
he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. More now.
Knock that one away.
Incomplete.
Nice job, D.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Yeah, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Moore to throw on 2nd down.
Wide open for the touchdown. Well, we still got a 7-point lead, but we still got to keep playing after that score.
But it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball,
well, Matt Moore led him to a touchdown drive that one.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping
not
for
quite
a
out of the woods yet.
Play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope when they had to slog their way downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
Here we go. We recovered it.
Exactly.
Frazier, so I'll take it.
There,
they got all 3 timeouts left, though, so they can stop the clock.
Absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
We got to run Zeke.
You're exactly
here
right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
This is Elliott trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Nothing going there.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, 2nd and 10. Just need some more yards. There we go, Zeke. That's what we need. Nice job.
Now San Francisco
burn another timeout. We got 1 left, and that's it.
They'll be disappointed to have to burn 1 there after giving up the 1st down.
One more time, and then I'll start doing quarterback kneels. Get to the NFC Championship game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I called a stretch play by accident. But oh well.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
The 1st down to ice
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Well, I'm just going to let this clock tick down. And we're going to head to the NFC Championship game. See, Jerry, I'm a better owner than you. I can get this team to the conference championship. But all you care about is winning.
They'll run with Elliott.
I'm better than you.
He's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
So I know what it takes.
The tally on 1st down,
and I knew that for us to get to that point, we needed to get a better coach. And I did. So there you go.
5 straight runs.
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive.
Seriously,
and like
Jerry,
you said,
win
the
is
way
enough.
it's working, they may just stick with it.
But regardless of that, we're going to walk out of here with a 17-10 victory over the 49ers. Took care of business over here in Santa Clara.
And they're moving on to the conference championship.
We're going to the NFC Championship game to face Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints next week.
To the Super Bowl.
How about that?
Season, unfortunately for the other team.
And as Jimmy Johnson said in 1992, we are one game away from the Super Bowl.
Charles Davis and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.
Just one win away from the big show.
Right here on EA Sports.
But first things first, we got to beat those New Orleans Saints in New Orleans.
Santa Clara.
That'll be a tough one. Pretty tough one today here against the 49ers, I have to admit, even with Matt Moore coming in relief of Jimmy Garoppolo. Things got close to the end, but we were able to pull it off. Let's take a look at player stats right here. Dak Prescott was better today, but he threw 3 interceptions. QB rating of 42.1, 11 of 19, 143 yards, 57% completion percentage, 3 picks, as I mentioned. Zeke had a big game for us on offense. 17 carries, 93 yards, averaged 5.4 yards per carry, had 1 touchdown. Dak had his usual rushing numbers, 32 yards on 3 carries. Receiving, Allen Hurns was our leading receiver, 4 catches, 60 yards, no receiving touchdowns by anybody. Defensively, our leading tackler was Jalen Smith with 5. And did we get a sack? Yep, Tyrone Crawford got a sack in this game. And we also got some... Jordan Lewis had... No, he had just 1 interception. Somebody else had a pick, though, I thought. Did somebody else have a pick? No, I guess not. I know that we got some fumble recoveries in the game, though. I remember that. But all in all, pretty good game. And we're moving on to the conference championship. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Trying to bring number 6 to Big D. Upgrade our guys. And we're moving on to the conference championship weekend. So for the first time since 1995, the Dallas Cowboys are playing in the NFC championship game. How about that? And we are going up against the 12-4 New Orleans Saints and Drew Brees. Going up to the Big Easy. And with that, that is going to do it for another live stream, y'all. Hopefully I'll be back within the next few days to do the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl. And then, of course, after that, the next live stream will be the off-season. Then again, if we are able to win the Conference Championship game, then we will do the Super Bowl. If not, we'll jump into the off-season in the following one. But regardless, thank you all so much for tuning in to the live stream. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Malin, and I'm out.